Hey seniors, glad you are here. In this video, I am going to show you how to claim a property tax relief check worth up to $1,500 that the state of New York is sending out right now, and the one enrollment step that determines whether the check lands in your mailbox this fall or never arrives at all. Right now, in 2026, the state of New York is sending over $2 billion in property tax relief to nearly 3 million homeowners through a program called STAR, the School Tax Relief Program. Checks have already started going out. They will continue throughout the summer and into the fall. Most senior homeowners eligible for the enhanced STAR credit will receive between $700 and $1,500. And a significant number of seniors who qualify for that check will never see a dollar of it because they were never enrolled in the right version of the program and nobody from the state is going to call them to fix it. In central New York alone, roughly 173,000 residents are receiving over $123 million this year. Statewide, it is nearly 3 million people and over $2 billion. But the average eligible senior who is not enrolled does not get a smaller check. They get nothing. The money goes to the people who took one specific enrollment step and skips everyone who did not. I am the digital defender. This is the archive. Every week I deliver the investigation. The tax authorities and the assessor's offices would prefer you navigate without explanation. Smash the like button right now because every tap pushes this into the feed of one more New York senior who owns a home and has no idea a $1,500 check is sitting in the state system waiting for an enrollment they were never told to complete. One tap. Do it. Subscribe and flip the notification bell. Stay with me because the third thing I am going to cover, the difference between the exemption and the credit, is the one that determines whether your check increases every year or stays frozen while everyone else's grows. But you cannot understand why that matters until you understand the income limit and the age rule that come first. Watch in order. This is not financial advice. This is the exact information the state never mails to the seniors who qualify. First, the enhanced STAR income limit and why most seniors assume wrong. Enhanced STAR is the senior version of the program and it pays significantly more than the basic version. For the 2026 benefit year, the income limit for enhanced STAR is $110,750. That number matters because most seniors assume their income is too high to qualify and never apply. $110,750 is not a poverty level threshold. It is a middle income ceiling. A married senior couple with a pension, Social Security, and modest investment income can fall under $110,750 and not realize they qualify for a check between $700 and $1,500 every single year. The income that counts is your federal adjusted gross income minus the taxable portion of your IRA distributions. That IRA subtraction matters. A senior taking required minimum distributions from a traditional IRA can subtract the taxable amount of those distributions from the income calculation, which pulls many seniors who assumed they were over the limit back under it. The income limit climbs every year. In 2024, it was $98,700. In 2025, it was $107,300. In 2026, it is $110,750. Every year the ceiling rises, which means seniors who were over the limit 2 years ago may be under it now and have no idea the threshold moved in their favor. Who built the gap that keeps qualifying seniors from claiming this? The local assessor's office. The assessor knows your age from the property records. The assessor knows your home is your primary residence. The assessor has every piece of information needed to flag that you may qualify for enhanced STAR. The assessor's office does not proactively notify you because the school tax revenue the STAR program offsets is revenue the local district would rather collect in full. The notification cost is a postage stamp. The decision not to send it has been made consistently for years. Check your most recent federal tax return right now. Find your adjusted gross income. Subtract the taxable amount of any IRA distributions. If the result is under $110,750 and at least one homeowner is 65 or older, you very likely qualify for enhanced STAR. Second, the age rule that costs seniors their first year. At least one owner living at the property must turn 65 by December 31 of the benefit year. For jointly owned property, only one owner needs to meet the age requirement, whether the co-owners are spouses, siblings, or unrelated. That means a married couple where only one spouse has reached 65 still qualifies for the full enhanced STAR benefit. Here's the trap that costs seniors their first year of eligibility. The rule reads that you must be 65 inches that taxable year. If you turn 65 at any point during the year, even on December 31, and you apply before the March 1st deadline in most towns while you are still 64, you are eligible for that year. Most seniors assume they have to already be 65 when they apply. They wait, they miss the application window. They lose an entire year of a $700 to $1,500 benefit they were entitled to. The deadline is March 1st in most towns. Always confirm the exact date with your local assessor because it varies. There is good news for 2026. Starting this year, if you currently receive the basic STAR exemption and you become eligible for enhanced STAR by turning 65, New York State will automatically notify your assessor when you become eligible. You no longer have to file a separate enhanced STAR application to upgrade. The state automates the upgrade for existing basic STAR recipients. But, and this is critical, this automation only applies if you are already enrolled in basic STAR. If you are not enrolled in STAR at all, the automation does nothing for you. You still have to enroll first. Send this video right now to one New York homeowner you know who is approaching 65 or recently turned 65. Not after you finish watching, right now. Because the age rule trap costs a full year of benefits and the March 1st deadline does not wait for anyone to discover it exists. Third, the exemption versus the credit, the difference that determines whether your check grows. This is the part that determines whether your benefit increases every year or stays frozen while your neighbor's grows. There are two ways to receive STAR: as an exemption that reduces your school tax bill directly, or as a credit that arrives as a check or direct deposit before your school taxes are due. Here is what most seniors do not know. The exemption version is frozen. If you have received the STAR exemption since before 2016, your benefit amount cannot grow. It is locked at the level it was when you enrolled. The credit version is not frozen. By law, the STAR credit can increase by up to 2% each year while the exemption stays flat. Over a 10 or 15-year retirement, that difference compounds. A senior receiving the frozen exemption watches their benefits stay flat, while a senior receiving the credit watches theirs climb 2% every year on a $1,500 enhanced STAR benefit. That 2% annual growth is $30 more the first year, compounding higher every year after. Exemptions are no longer available to new homeowners. Only existing recipients still have them. But here is the move most seniors never make. If you currently receive the frozen exemption, you can switch to the credit. Once you switch, your benefit becomes eligible to grow each year instead of staying locked. The credit also follows you if you move to a new home in New York. The exemption does not transfer. The state will not contact you to suggest switching from the frozen exemption to the growing credit. The switch reduces nothing for the state, but it requires the senior to initiate it. Nobody at the assessor's office is going to call and explain that the version you have been receiving for a decade has been quietly falling behind the version your neighbor switched to. To switch from the exemption to the credit or to enroll for the first time, go to ny.gov/STAR. You can register, track your check delivery, or enroll in direct deposit all on that one page. Here is the full picture. New York is sending over $2 billion in STAR property tax relief to nearly 3 million homeowners in 2026. Senior homeowners qualify for enhanced STAR worth between $700 and $1,500 per year if at least one owner is 65 or older and household income is under $110,750. The income limit rises every year, and the taxable portion of IRA distributions is subtracted from the calculation, pulling more seniors under the limit than realize it. The age rule lets you apply before March 1st while you are still 64 if you turn 65 anytime that year, and missing it costs a full year. And the credit version grows up to 2% annually while the old exemption stays frozen forever. None of this comes looking for you. The assessor does not call. The state does not mail the seniors who are not yet enrolled. The check goes to the people who took the enrollment step and skips everyone who did not. The only difference between the senior who receives $1,500 this fall and the senior who receives nothing is knowing the program exists and enrolling at ny.gov/STAR. Smash the like button right now, subscribe, and flip the notification bell. Share this video today with one New York homeowner you know who is 65 or older, a neighbor, a sibling, a friend from church who has never enrolled in STAR, or has been sitting on the frozen exemption for years without knowing the credit grows. Go to ny.gov/STAR today. Check your enrollment, confirm your income is under $110,750. Switch from the exemption to the credit if you are still on the old version. The checks are going out right now. Make sure yours is one of them. I will see you in the next investigation. Stay sharp, stay protected. The Digital Defender.